let the dogs out. Woof, woof, woof. Hey, we're having fun with the AKC event at the Javits Center. Stay tuned for all the action. Woof.
Hi, I'm Mike Janella. Today, let's talk about the Doberman Pinscher. This was a dog bred by a German tax collector for his own protection in the late 1800s. His name, Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman. He used the breed to guard himself during his more dangerous rounds, which makes sense. You collect taxes, you're going to make a couple of people angry. Now, eventually, during World War II, the U.S. Marines used Dobermans for patrols and guard dog duty all across the Pacific. The American Kennel Club recognized the Doberman as a breed in 1908. They excel at so many dog sports: agility, diving, flyball, obedience, rally. They're an affectionate breed, and they're great with children, even with their protective nature. Dobermans are highly trainable, they're very intelligent. It's extremely important to socialize them, though, as young puppies. Alert, loyal, and fearless, that is the Doberman.
So we're here at the Javits Center, and what is happening? A big event.
Yes, we have AKC Meet the Breeds. We're in our 17th year of doing this event, and it's an event where you can meet, come and play with all types of dogs, all sizes of dogs. Over 150 of the 205 recognized breeds that the AKC has are all in this building. So people are coming, they're learning, they're not adopting, they're not shopping, they're not doing any of those things. What they're doing is they're learning about the breeds that they love, breeds that they never knew existed, and breeds that, you know, you might want to own. Who knows?
Yeah, you might want to own. We have enjoyed it so much. There have been people of all ages here, all walks of life. People travel in from like all over the world. It's very exciting. This is my first time, and so I didn't really know exactly what to expect. But you have like a whole demo ring too, right? Tell us what's happening there in that ring.
We do have a demo ring. We have a ring because dogs do amazing things, and they actually love doing amazing things. It's one of the ways that they get their energy out. So we have disc dog, agility, trick dog. We have a little bit of education about how dogs keep us safe with scent work and the police dogs. And it's really just to show people that, yes, there are canine best friends, but they also do wonderful things that make our world better.
And also, speak about making our world better, the room is also infused with great products, right? So you have some nice sponsors here that if people have like new and emerging different brands that can help their families, that's what you're bringing to life.
Yes, we have Shaw Flooring, who are absolutely wonderful. Flooring is a big part of dog ownership, especially when you own multiple dogs. Trust me, as a person with hardwood floors, I wish I had met Shaw a long time ago. We have our wonderful Aurora sponsor. They have heated vests for you and your canine friend. We have a dog bed company here that's absolutely wonderful. We have Pet Honesty here. We have Uniglow here. We have a lot of really good sponsors here, but we also have some people that we work with like New York Waterways and Crisis Canine, who we just gave the ACE Award to. So there's a lot to learn and see, and people doing excellent work, and really the common bond is that we all really love dogs.
Absolutely. So AKC stands for American Kennel Club, and it's from the 1800s, correct? It's like goes way, way back.
We've been around over 140 years. We were founded in 1884, and at our heart we are a purebred pedigree registry, which means not every purebred registers with us, but many of them do. But we're also open to all dogs, and we have an AKC Canine Partners program that's for any dog that's otherwise unregisterable with the AKC on the pedigree side, and it allows mixed breed dogs, rescue dogs to become champions, to compete in 24 out of the 26 sports that we recognize. We have champions of all walks of life. We even have a couple that are tripod who have gone on to do some really great things, and it's a good way to bond with your dog. And it's a good way to get the energy out of your dog, and then your dog gets to become a champion, which is also fun.
Now, people really enjoy dogs because there's a lot of dog events that happen throughout the year,
yes.
right? Some of them are televised. People are really into it. What made you become a cheerleader for dogs? Like, did you have a little puppy when you were little? Like,
I actually grew up with cats. I always wanted a dog, and when I got old enough and had my own place, I got a dog. But really, it's about the mission of the AKC. A lot of people see the dog show, and that's part of what we do, and that's based on breeding stock, right? How to breed the healthiest dog. Not necessarily the prettiest, but the healthiest to the standard. And when you think about that, and I like to call AKC an octopus, which is not a dog, but it definitely applies. We do work in government relations to make sure that dogs and their owners are being represented properly and having laws that actually fit dogs, not just one size fits all. You have the AKC Museum of the Dog, which is preserving dog heritage. You have the AKC Humane Fund, which supports domestic violence survivors going into shelters so that they're able to accept pets, and breed rescue. And now we've just branched into vet deserts and trying to help people with vet care. So you have a lot that we do. And we have the AKC Canine Health Foundation. I can't forget about them. They've donated millions of dollars in canine health research. They help map the canine genome. They're trying to figure out these diseases that ail our dogs and try to find a cure for as many things as they can, and they support veterinary students. So there's a lot that we do, and we can't even talk about all of the things we do. You
have to go to the website for more information, right?
You have to go to the website.
Go to the website for more information.
But it made me understand, one, what the AKC does, and because I love dogs so much, to be a part of an organization that is really focused on trying to make the world better for dogs, it fits right in with our new slogan, everything we do for dogs.
Everything we do for dogs. That's right. And that could be our slogan too. Everything we do for dogs. At least today. It has been such a joy. Thank you for inviting us in. We have wanted to come for a really long time. So today was the day we got to be here. And now you got to be here with us too through this TV show. Be well. Okay, well, guess what? Congratulations are in order from the AKC, because what is the big news this year? What's going on here?
The Basset Fauve de Bretagne is now in the Hound Group.
Congratulations. That's pretty exciting, right? So Lorelei, tell us, what's this one's name?
Nora.
Nora, wow. So you're in second grade. How long have you loved dogs?
A long time.
Yeah, like your whole life? Yeah, your whole life. So, and Patty's your mom?
Yes.
Okay, so have you been here to this event before? Did you come last year?
This is my first time.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
Great. For somebody that hasn't been here before, what do people get a chance to do here?
Like, get used to the dogs and learn about them.
Okay. Now, what's good about this particular breed?
They have sweet personalities.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, Lorelei, that's so sweet. So this dog is a good family dog?
Yes.
Excellent. What is your favorite memory with one of your dogs? Do you like to go walking? What do you like to do?
I like the dog show.
You do? You like the dog show?
Yes.
Really exciting. So Patty, what is your favorite dog?
Oh no.
As Lorelei is laughing hysterically.
clearly I have a preference for the fauves. I mean, I love them. We have quite the household. We have Boston Terriers, miniature American Shepherds, and a German Shepherd as well.
Oh my goodness, so you're a dog family.
We are such a dog family.
What is one quality that a family needs to have before they can welcome another member of the canine family into their family?
I think everybody in the house needs to be on board, and they need to have sort of a shared vision for how that's going to work.
Wonderful. And so do you walk them all at the same time, or do you take them out individually?
Oh my gosh, that would be chaos. Our German Shepherd is like 90 pounds, so no, we do them in groups. It works really nicely.
Gotcha. Do you have a favorite, or do you love them all?
I like Glow.
You do?
It's my dog.
And how old were you when you got that dog? Little?
4 maybe?
Wow. 4 years old. And so the two of you been pretty close ever since?
Yes.
Excellent. You want to like wave and give a shout out to them? Just in case they're watching the show? It's Glow is your dog's name?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Glow! Do you want to say anything to Glow you want?
Hi, Glow.
Hey Glow, Lorelai's here. We're here at the AKC and she says that you're her favorite. Be well. We're here with Jessica, and behind us is a gallery of stunning artwork. Tell us about this particular program.
So what we do is we reach out to local schools in the New York City area whenever we're having the Meet the Breeds event. And our artists come from public schools all over the different boroughs, and they create art that is dog themed, and we put it up for display, and we send them comp tickets so that they can come see their art at the event.
That's wonderful. And it's one winner per each category?
Right.
Okay, so tell us about that.
A winner from K4, and then a winner from the different parts of elementary school. So K2 and 3 to 5 are split up, a middle school winner and a high school winner.
Excellent. And then the winners, or just everybody that makes it in, gets a chance to come to the show.
Yeah, so we get about 400 entries, and from those entries, we try to select 100 finalists, and then we invite all of the finalists and their families, as well as the teachers and the winners, to come see their art.
That's so exciting. How long have you been participating in the program?
So I've been working with the AKC for about 4 years. So we've done this longer than I've been here, and it's just so exciting. And the students love to come see their artwork and see the dogs, of course.
Absolutely. Now, will there be like a grand prize winner at all, or they're all winners?
So they're all winners. We do have special prizes for the winners that are selected of those 4 categories, and we also have one more winner. It is the winner that our guests come and vote for. So that is the People's Choice winner, and it's so exciting to see who the people think is the most amazing art from all these entries.
Antlers, and I asked if they were real because I just didn't know if they were like baked in the shape or something like that. But so what's the story? I just saw that you purchased one.
Yeah, so my dog actually loves antlers. She's a pretty big dog, so it's hard to find chew toys that are durable, and these are perfect for her. keeps
What
her
type
busy.
of breed do you have? What type of dog?
So I actually have a Great Pyrenees mix. She's a mixed breed, but I'm ready to find my purebred here somewhere. I really do love the Pyrenees breed itself, so
Excellent.
yeah.
Now, is that the one you picked for your Pyrenees?
My mix, yeah.
Okay, great paw placement. Every way she turns it, it's going to be a new chew. So every day is like Christmas. You never know.
How cute is that? Now, Kyle, what made you decide to have this company of moose antlers?
My mom is the founder. I'm here to help her support it. This is what we've done. I've learned from a young age, and more importantly, these are such a great product to get out to people. We're at Meet the Breeds, such a wide range of breeds that are heavy chewers. If your dog likes to chew, moose antlers is the best product for you. It's a long-lasting, all-natural, 100% calcium chew that keeps it safe, no mess, no odor, no splintering. You really get a safe, long-lasting chew.
That's exciting. Okay, so as we know, you can never give chicken bones to a dog, okay? Never, ever, never, ever, ever. But this, you can. A moose antler, right?
A moose antler.
Okay,
They're
so I'll let you get back to what you guys are doing. But yes,
you so
nice
much.
to meet you. So tell me what we got here.
Okay, these are moose antlers. A moose antler is much denser than an elk or a deer antler. So people that have a dog that's really a power chewer, you come here, feel the weight of this. You don't have to buy something this big.
It's like a piece of furniture.
But that's what you want. You want to buy one chew that's going to last you for months.
Okay.
And that's why this is such a great renewable source. My people go out in the forests of Maine, collect the sheds. These are all sheds. No animals were harmed. And I cut them up myself. At the end of the table, when you have time, if you want to see a full moose shed, you can see it.
Let's go look for the moose shed.
Yeah, come on. This is like the hunt. The hunt is on.
The hunt is on. The hunt is on. The hunt is on. The hunt is on.
That is what a full moose shed looks like. And this is one of the smaller. This is a smaller moose shed. But it's just, we can cut the tines off. We can split it down the base. We can get some softer cuts from the paddle for puppies or smaller dogs. So it's very versatile.
Now, were you excited when somebody brought this to you? And this was found in Maine?
I took my kids on vacation to Maine, and there was a man selling these on the side of the road. And I said, I want to sell them. I thought I could sell them on eBay, but I found out they were worth more cut up as dog chews because everybody needs a good Acadia Antlers dog chew.
There you go. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for explaining this to me. This is like my first time I've ever even seen something like this. It's awesome. Acadia Antlers.
We've been in business for 15 years, and the AKC show has always welcomed us with open arms for the quality of what we sell.
Lovely.
So thank you for stopping by.
Joining us now is Dr. Ruth Ann, and we're going to have a conversation about all things dogs and Purina. How are you today?
I am so excited.
Me too. So I found out that you have a new product line. What is that? What are we announcing?
Yeah, so it's Pro Plan Advantage, and we have a Digestive Support Plus and a Senior Support Plus.
Okay.
I really love senior dogs have a very special place in my heart, so I'm really excited that we can advance how nutrition plays a role in those super golden years. And then we know that digestive upset, it's one of the top 2 reasons why people bring their pets into the veterinarian. And so I'm still in a clinic a couple of days a month, and I can tell you that there does not go a shift where I don't see a dog for GI upset. So this is another advancement in how we can address the digestive issues and help to really support their gut for our dogs.
Now, you've been with Purina quite a long time, right? So you've seen a lot of advancements. How does it feel when you kind of like discover something? When the team of researchers come together and you're like, you know what? This is what they need. This is what the dog needs.
Yeah, it is. It's just such an amazing feeling. And we have nearly 500 researchers and scientists on staff at Purina. So I work with such amazingly smart folks. And it's really, our dogs hold such a special place in our hearts. And when we can use the power of nutrition to unlock a really just great another aspect of their lives and keep that bond even stronger between that pet and that pet parent, it is... The feeling is indescribable.
So now this is 3 different things that kind of take care of the puppy, I guess, from cradle almost all the way. Like you want to extend their lives when you can, or just give them a better quality of life.
Sure. I mean, we are at Purina, we are all about people and pets being better together, and when we bond with them, life is richer. And if we can do that through the power of nutrition from cradle to grave, and so these 2 new formulas, the Digestive Support Plus, that is only for adult dogs, and it works, we call it a tribiotic blend. So it's a mix of prebiotics, probiotics, and now a new kind of way to support gut health through postbiotics.
Interesting.
So a lot of people are familiar with prebiotics. That's the good fiber that feeds our natural microflora. And then those probiotics are the live bacteria that help to kind of restore balance and support immune health. But the postbiotics sometimes are a little off for people.
What does that do?
Like,
exactly. What is that?
What is that? So I like to think about it, if we think about our GI tract as a lawn, and the prebiotics are like fertilizer for the lawn. The probiotics would be like, I'm going to throw a little grass seed in there because I need it to be a little bit thicker. And then our postbiotics are like compost. So that banana peel and that apple core, they used to serve a good purpose, but they still have more to give. And so that's what these postbiotics are. They were once a live bacteria. They now are dead. We killed them for a specific reason, but they still can benefit and support our dog's GI health.
Who was your first member of your family, your first animal, your first love? What was that like? What was their name?
Sure. So it's actually, I've wanted to be a veterinarian ever since I was in first grade. So I feel very, very fortunate that I'm allowed to live out my dream. And my very first dog that we had was named Wags. And I was responsible, it was part of my daily chores to feed her, to walk her. At the time, we had to give daily heartworm medication. It wasn't once a month or once a year. So that was all my responsibility, and I really do feel like Wags was foundational for where I am now today.
Yeah, I believe that. I really feel like there's certain moments in our life that are so magical, right? And whatever love Wags gave you helped you become the person you are today. So I think that's really important, that relationship that people can have with their pets. They're a member of their family, and inspiration could come from them, and you just never know it. So I'm sure Wags is very proud of you, as many of the people are that know you. And congratulations to all you're doing at Purina. It's a wonderful company. They've been established for a really long time. You've been there a while. It's nice to see these new developments, and I'm sincerely so happy for you because you're making a difference in pet people, right? You're making a difference in their lives. So congratulations. Super nice to meet you. If there's one thing you would like the audience to know just about something that can, create a better bond with their pet, what would it be? What advice would you give?
That's a great question. I think one of my big platforms, this is a little pivot from nutrition, but nutrition plays a role in this, is the importance of not only physical but also mental enrichment for the pets in our lives. And it's all going to be very breed specific and size of dog specific and all of that, but making sure that we address not only what they need from a physical exercise standpoint, but also a mental exercise and enrichment standpoint. And that really offers multiple opportunities to bond and do fun adventure things, and it doesn't always have to be just a walk or a run outside.
Okay, so love them, hug them, play ball with them, whatever, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Ruth Ann. There you go. We're having so much fun. We're at the AKC event at the Javits Center in New York City. Stay tuned for more. Azuna. Okay. Everything here smells nice in your booth, but why is that?
Because we are a better for you odor eliminator and air freshener company.
So it's tea tree oil based, but it comes from a certain source, correct? Where does it come from?
Australia. Everything is the highest standard that we can possibly get, 100% pure and organic. And then our pet product also has Texas cedarwood oil in it. So that also has natural odor eliminating properties and a proprietary bioactive odor eliminating molecule as well.
Lovely. So now people and their pets, right? Pet families and pet people. So sometimes you have odors in your home, and that's really what Azuna's for, right? But now also a pet line. Obviously it's safe, right? Because if you're going to use any products they need to be non-toxic, right? Okay. The company, when did it start? How long have they been around?
We were founded in 2020, but really got ourselves going in about 2022. So, yep, off to the races.
And what's the best way to get this product? To try a sample, or do they go online, or is it in pet stores? How can somebody get their hands on it?
You can go to azunafresh.com, or we're also on Amazon.
Now, does it just suck the stinky out, or does it refresh it with something else? It absorbs the stinky?
Yes, exactly. That's what tea tree oil does. Okay. It attacks the odors, neutralizes them right in the air.
Great. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you for having us here. AKC, all the cool products are right here. Okay, when you're looking to pronounce something that might not be as easy, watch this.
Fauve de Bretagne.
One more time.
Basset Fauve de Bretagne.
Basset Fauve de Bretagne. I think I got it. So Rob, who do we have with us today?
This is Rio.
Okay.
Rio is an 18-month-old Alaskan Clecai, and she's here to do exactly what her job is to do, and it's cuddle and meet people and say hi.
Excellent. So this is considered right now a miscellaneous breed, right?
Correct.
But tell us what the process is in order to be recognized as a breed.
So it is a process to get recognized for full recognition with the American Kennel Club. You start off as foundation stock, you build up a cadre of breeders and have a number of litters and start working towards awards that the AKC offers, which are called Certificates of Merit.
Okay.
So once you start getting enough awards and start getting the breed out there and start building up the numbers, then you can move up to the miscellaneous class, which is where we're at right now.
Okay, congratulations. Have you participated in other AKC events before?
Absolutely. A lot of our dogs are titled in agility. We have fast cat, barn hunt, weight pull. These dogs are very versatile, and they do everything. Rio is... Yes, thank you, honey. Rio is a big fan of fast cat and conformation, so we show and conformation. She does have her miscellaneous championship equivalent, which is a certificate of merit, and I believe we just got our 10th CM amongst all of our breed, which makes us eligible to start petitioning for full recognition.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
wonderful.
thanks.
Hello, Rio. And you have friends of Rio's here today, too.
I
right?
do.
Okay, so just tell me some of their names.
So we have Cersei, who's a little puppy right here. We have Grace behind us. We have Dunny. We have Rin. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Puff.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Like Puff the Magic Dragon.
This is great. Can you tell us one thing about the AKC that you just absolutely love? What is it about that organization that matters so much to you?
The commitment to breed standardization, right? When the AKC and the club develops a breed standard, they hold the breeders to that standard. Okay. And it is something that I truly love for the preservation of the breed's sake. I don't only have Alaskan Clecai, I also have Basenji. So maintaining that ancient lineage of DNA to ensure that over and over again, no matter what breeder, I'm going to get a standard dog
Beautiful.
that meets exactly what the breed thinks that it should be.
I'm a little jealous. You're kissing her up more than me. Can I have a kiss?
Yeah, ask
Can I have
her.
a kiss? Aww.
No, you asked for it.
I did. Thank you, Rio. Having a lot of puppy love right here. Stay tuned for more. Joining us now is Tiffiny, and we're going to be talking about her product, which is this. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We had so much fun yesterday. We got a chance to both have cheeseburgers.
It was wonderful.
And hang out at a restaurant, get to know one another a little bit. So is that where you grew up? Did you grow up in Dallas?
Yes, born and raised.
Okay. So you're born and raised, and your family has always been entrepreneurial in
Yes.
spirit. Inventors, people that make things happen, magical, right? And then you decided to create a product, and it's also magical. But it kind of stemmed from like the magic of Christmas.
Yes.
So tell us about that day when you invented this.
So we, for the first time, decorated our whole yard for Christmas. My daughter was almost 3 years old, and she's always been very precocious, knew what she wanted. And when we went out there to light everything up, it started to rain, and the whole yard went dark. And of course, she started to cry, and I started to cry, and please stop, just stop. So we had been playing with this material for a Halloween mask, and when I put that mask on, it made me sweat, and it wasn't porous at all. And so I was thinking maybe that material could keep water from getting into something as well. And so that's how it was born.
So what ends up happening is like and this has happened to me, because I also shared with you yesterday what happened. So my outside outlet wasn't working, and I still wanted to have my holiday lights up. So I actually ran my extension cord. I cracked a window open, Tiffany. I ran the cord through, stuck it in. But what probably happened is a little bit of moisture or water or snow got into that receptor, and therefore it shorted it out.
That's exactly what happened.
So this kind of protects that from happening, correct?
So if you look at it...
So how does it work? It's like this little, I'm trying to show the camera, we're also going to show pictures, but it's like this really cool like little silicone thing that looks like the outlet. It's like a little gasket, right?
Right,
That's what it's called?
we call it a weatherproof gasket.
Okay, here you go. I'm going to pass this back over to you.
So if you've ever looked at an extension cord, there's little letters, numbers, indentions, things like that are imprinted on it. And it keeps the plug faces from sitting completely flush with each other. And water is always going to find a way in, right? So what this does is it's really stretchy. I don't know if anybody can see this. It goes right in, and it goes all around those numbers. And so it makes the plug faces sit absolutely flush with each other. It causes a watertight seal. And if you've had it plugged in for a day or two, when you pull it off, you can actually see the letters and numbers imprinted on this, right? So we tested it submerged for 72 hours, and it ended up working.
Wonderful.
I know.
And it really is to protect water from going in and causing a short.
Right, exactly.
And it all started because you and your daughter had this beautiful display.
Yeah.
Now, P.S. though, you have some major clients, Tiffany. You have amusement parks as clients. You have zoos as clients, because a lot of times they're doing outdoor installations that require that connection for electrical cords that need to be daisy chained together.
That's exactly right. So I went on Facebook and just kind of was finding anybody, because it was with my Christmas lights. I thought, other people are probably having the same problem. You had the same problem. So I went on Facebook and kind of stalked all the people that install Christmas lights, and that's how it started. I friended people that were in the Christmas Light Installation Professionals of America, also known as CLIPA. And it just kind of snowballed from there, and everybody was like, whoa, this is great. Because, the other thing that was on the market was a big clunky box, that goes over, and you can't wrap that around trees. You couldn't do anything like that. So this was just kind of necessary, I thought. And our neighbors saw our yard stayed on and theirs didn't. It kind of just became a word of mouth thing, and
Now it's grown tremendously for you. So it's manufactured here in the United States of America. And you have different packets. Like you could get a few, a lot, or you could get bulk.
Correct.
Especially for those
for the light installers, right?
For the light installers. You're also it's smart because you're helping a lighting company save time and money because people are investing now because they don't want to hang their own lights, so they're oftentimes purchasing a company to do it. Right. But then if something went out, then that meant that person needs to go out, fix the one thing, and then go back.
They have to find it. Right. They have to hunt down the one that maybe there's two, and they don't know. They have to check every single connection. So this is really a peace of mind for the installers. And I have had, I would say it's like a 98% success rate, and so because some people just need a GFI replaced, right?
Correct.
Actually, on mine, it was embarrassing. My one tree kept going out. It was plugged into this one thing, and I'm like, "This is my company. It shouldn't be happening, right?" Well, it turned out I had a bad GFCI, so we just had to replace it. So it wasn't your product; it was that. It was a bad GFCI.
So it also in companion with this piece, right? So a lot of times at the end, when you have your Christmas lights, there's always like the one part that's not the innie, it's the outie, or it's the right?
Female, right. So we call it the female and the male. So this would be a male to the female, right? So what we used to do, this was the very first thing that came along. And then I realized, wait a minute, you have that open-ended female plug. And water would get into that and it would short it out. So at first we were using electrical tape, but that tape actually causes moisture to collect. When dew or whatever, it's a hot day, the moisture will get in there and collect. And so we created that. And I have to say, my dad's an electrical engineer, so he this whole thing has been because of family, right? Yes.
Yeah. Your mom, your dad, your sister, people.
My sister, my nephews, my nieces, like everybody has rallied around. My bonus mom, everybody's rallied around and helped create this. So anyway, this is designed to be snapped off at the ground prong, and you can actually do it.
This piece right here?
Yes.
Right? This piece can snap off.
Correct. So I call it a little half moon piece.
I'm going to let you snap it.
Sure.
I feel nervous breaking your things.
It's okay.
Here you go,
so
Tiffiny.
You actually, we designed it so that it can be used with either 2 or 3 prongs. So you just pinch it and rock it back and forth, and now you're left with this little half moon piece. So whenever you plug it into the end, it has to be used with a gasket. This is too hard to be able to, and I actually redesigned these recently to have what I call a gasket viewing window, because people were using it without a gasket, and of course it was failing. This is too hard. It won't wrap around those numbers and letters. So anyway, so now it's got the gasket viewing window, and you just plug it right into the end of the female plug, and it causes the watertight seal.
And they come in green, clear, what was the other color?
White.
And white.
Yes.
Green, clear, and white.
Yes, correct.
And then it comes in combination. You also want to have a gasket. So sometimes you could use a gasket alone if you're just going piece to piece.
Right.
Or if you need to do the end cap, that's how you do an end cap.
Exactly. And so we have sizes from 5 all the way up to 50 in our kits, and then the 3 different colors of that. And then for gaskets, we have 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100.
Perfect.
And then also bulk, obviously.
Lovely. Tiffiny, I think you're brilliant. I told you that yesterday. I think that this is a brilliant product because you found a need that most of us can relate to, right? We've been there. It's frustrating. And I also just think that this is just a better way to go. It really is.
It's so sleek. You can't tell that it's on there. No. It's not like one of those big boxes that you can see, right? And then one thing I didn't mention, Donna, was that this half moon piece, you don't want to throw it away. When you first start your strand, you're going to have that ground prong, your Christmas lights has two plugs, right? So you're going to have this ground prong going into the extension cord that is still going to be open. So you would take this after you've broken it off and put it on a gasket at the very beginning, because when you're plugging in the 2-prong plugs, then you do this third piece, and it seals off at the very start of your connection.
Understood.
So,
perfect. It's just so inventive. It's like cool, right? It's something that hasn't been done before. You guys are the originators of this. And in closing, I just want to, before we wrap up, I just want to say a lot of times people might be trying to imitate you,
Yes.
but it's better to go with your company because you have a lot of research that has years' work.
Sure, yes.
Where
And
the
we've
other
been
ones
doing
are
this
just
for
rip-offs and they don't
over
work.
a decade. And it's taken a lot of time to redesign, and I want it to be perfect, right? And
Yes,
so
I get you.
we really focus on trying to make sure that the customer is taken care of.
There you go. It's all about quality.
Yes,
From
absolutely.
the person that invented it and the person that knows how it works.
Right,
Thank
absolutely.
you very much, Tiffany.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me,
I appreciate you being
Donna.
here.
I
And now I
appreciate
know
it.
that my Christmas lights are going to work this year
Yes,
because of
they
you.
will. Yes, they
Ta-da.
will.
There you go. How cool is that? I love how sometimes we need a solution and then there's somebody that is smart enough to figure it out. It's Tiffany and her team. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Stay grounded, y'all.
With us now are Charlotte and Thomas, and we're talking about chocolate. Not just any chocolate, one of my favorites, Lewis Pogue, and they are here today to talk about the process and what makes their chocolate so unique and so different. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you?
Thank you. Great.
So a couple weeks ago, you sent me a box, and it was like a box unlike a box that I've ever had my entire life because it was filled with absolute deliciousness. I got so excited, I started telling all my friends about it. So thank you for coming in town now so that we could have like a more formal conversation. Okay, so Lewis Pogue, tell us about the name.
So Lewis Pogue are my daughter's middle names, and they are family names. The Lewis is on my father's side, and the Pogue is on my mother's side.
Lovely. So you've been in business for a really long time, correct? And then,
Actually, new.
But in general,
yes.
you've got a very, I would say, vibrant spirit when it comes to like running businesses and doing things of that nature. Charlotte, how about you? What is your background in?
Art. I got my MFA in studio art at Maryland Institute College of Art, and in undergrad I did environmental studies and art with a focus in drawing, and that's been my whole life.
Absolutely wonderful. So then the two of you came together, right, or the three, I guess, of you and your whole entire family, and decided to start a chocolate company. What was the birth of that idea?
So it was more of a stumble into it.
Okay.
COVID impacted a lot of people's lives. My background was healthcare. I chose to retire at the beginning of COVID. My daughters were were in grad school, and I was looking for a change of life. Making chocolate was a hobby of mine. I would make it for family and friends and experiment with different flavor profiles. Studied the bean to bar industry. And Charlotte and I ran ideas by her. She contributed a lot of great ideas, connecting the visual appreciation of food products and branding with chocolate, which everybody loves.
So it's both the outside packaging and what's inside that are both artistic. It's very, very creative. So each color palette represents a different region of where the chocolate's from. So when you talk about bean to bar, what does that mean?
Do you want me to?
Yes.
So, yes, the whole packaging line, it indicates by color based what country the bean originates from, and part of bean to bar is getting the bean from where it's farmed and harvested directly to where we make it and into the bar. So we have the bean and then make it into a bar. And we focus on our environmental impact and how everyone involved in the process is treated fairly and paid fairly. And so everything down to the harvest is traceable. And where the bean is from will influence the flavor. And so if somebody enjoys a particular origin, such as Colombia over Belize, they'll be able to immediately recognize it based off the color. And if they don't, it's a pretty package anyway.
It is a very pretty package. So this is what's known as ethical sourcing is what you're talking about. So
Yes.
like you said, that everybody's paid fair. So everyone from the bean all the way through the whole entire process, you're doing good things for people, right? You're doing good
we
things
try.
for people. Yes. So this one is from Colombia, right? This is
Yes.
72% dark bar. One that I already ate, just the empty packaging. Is this my honeycomb crunch? Oh yeah. This one, so delightful. So this one's from Belize, right?
Yes.
So Colombia, Belize, and what other countries are you sourcing your
beans from?
We source from Bolivia,
Okay.
Guatemala, Ecuador, and Dominican Republic.
So there's quite a variety of places that and flavors and profiles. And I like the 3 B's. So it's bars, bites, and beverages, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we talked about the bars. What about the bites?
So the bites actually was a creation in response to requests by one of our customers.
Okay.
We would hand out these 3-gram solid chocolate cubes as samples at farmers markets, and everybody thought they were great sizes, poppable, snackable sizes. So packaging is very important to us in the brand, and it took us about 6 months to figure out what's a great way to transport the product to the customer.
Okay. And this became the bites.
Yes.
Now, when somebody's making a beverage, do you suggest that they put the liquid in first and then the powder, or is it better to put the powder and then the liquid?
So my trick in making the drinking chocolate is
Right.
I prefer a dairy product or a dairy alternative. Steaming it to about 160 degrees, then I put the chocolate mix in.
Okay.
And my secret is I use a hand immersion blender to froth it. So it blends it, melts, and froths all at once.
Excellent. Okay, so it's 1 packet of chocolate mix, milk or dairy alternative, and if you want to add a little sweetener to it, you could, but you might not necessarily need to. Right? Like Charlie put,
Correct.
I don't add a thing to mine.
It's good on its own.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's like, I don't add a thing to my own.
Yeah.
I thank you for being here. What is something that you want people to know that's unique about your brand, the importance of what it is that you're doing? Because you're also going to be growing, but as it is now.
Yes, that's a great question. So what we and why we started this was to bring the enjoyment of high quality chocolate to anybody and everybody that would have interest in it. That may sound simple, but here in the United States, we really don't understand what high quality chocolate is. We go for the sweetness. So we wanted to capture the flavor profiles of the individual bean where it is grown and reflect that and carry that forward to the customer. And by focusing on one region, we're able to do that. In the process of making chocolate, there's certain things that influence the flavor in a good way or a bad way. If you over roast, it tastes burnt. If you under roast, it tastes a little more acidic and bitter. In addition, we wanted to teach them about that it's a product that's grown in an area, not in the United States. And in most areas, they're impoverished. So that whole ethical sourcing to make sure everybody's treated fairly and the compensation's going to the right location. That was one of the big messages.
Now, are you roasting the beans here where you're putting it together? Are you assembling the packaging? Like, what part of the process are you actually able to walk in and smell the goodness of something fun happening?
We do everything in our production center, and we started our production center in our basement. So family enjoyed, the neighborhood enjoyed the roasting smell.
Yes.
I had new friends every day come to my door.
Knocking on the door. What country are you cooking today? You guys, thank you sincerely. Thank you so much for being here. It was lovely. Thank you for the box that you sent me a couple weeks ago. Thank you for being here in person as we celebrate all the things that we love to do, and that is eat chocolate. This is not your ordinary chocolate. Like they mentioned, it's an ethical company. This is sustainable chocolate. They're taking it from the bean right to the bar, or to the bites, or to the powder. Whatever you choose, just go. Lewis Pogue. I'm telling you, it is that delicious. Thanks for watching. Joining us from Korea, we have Subin and Suahn. They are a team of sisters. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much, Donna. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. So the two of you are sisters, and you have a company called BARI, B-A-R-I. What does that mean? What's the meaning behind that name?
So BARI, it can mean many things. In Korean, paribari, it means packing food generously for someone that you love. So it's a very maternal love. It also means baby rice, but it also refers to the traditional rice bowl in South Korea.
Yes, exactly, right? So when they're talking about like the traditional bowl of rice, it means so much. There's so much history and essence there. And I think if I was doing some research, something about why was it that pediatricians were saying not to serve the baby rice, right? But in your culture, you do serve the baby rice. So tell us about how this entire company has come to be.
Yeah, so this all began in Austin, Texas, when I was raising my first daughter, Jua. Just like any other Asian parents do, I was feeding my baby rice almost every meal. But when our pediatrician found that out, we were straight up told not to feed rice. And I was also curious about the same thing, like why would the doctor say that? But it turns out that in 2021, there was a massive investigations led by FDA, where they found out that more than 95% of the baby food on shelf contained concerning levels of heavy metals. And the big players started, discontinuing their rice cereals and puffs after they found out that rice has the tendency to absorb heavy metals 10 times more than any other crops. This was a really shocking news, obviously, because it's not just the Asian babies. All the infants in the US, more than 80% of them actually start their solid food with rice. But instead of avoiding rice altogether from our diet, I began asking a different question. How can we make rice safer for babies? And that's the question that really led to BARI. We exist because we want to make culturally rooted food safe, transparent, and nourishing, so families never have to choose between culture and food safety.
When you started out on this journey, what were some of the challenges that you faced?
Yeah, so I'm happy to answer that. So my sister and I both actually come from very different backgrounds in the corporate. So she used to be on Wall Street and I used to be working in consulting. And when we first entered into the food industry, right, we, sometimes thought like maybe it's just about cleaning, sourcing better rice with better soil quality and just better harvested rice. But as we worked on every part of the food industry system, we realized the problem of safety actually spans so much wider and deeper. And by that, I mean, not just rice, but other crops, both land and sea, have different varying levels of contamination and risk involved. So we have to think about how we balance those different ingredients and where we source them and how we process them. And then not just from harvesting standpoint or the soil quality standpoint, but how we package them, how we process them, what machinery we use, what manufacturers we work with. All of these individual choices really add up to the actual quality of the product that we put out to our customers. And especially because the end consumer of our baby food are little children that are more sensitive, and obviously parents have more concern for like the quality of the products that feed them. We really had a challenging time, like making sure that every decision we make that I mentioned all really add up to making our products essentially better at the end for the children, right? So I think learning that, complexity of how food system really work was like a big step up in our journey to build BARI.
Now you're a team of sisters, as I had mentioned at the top. What is that like to work with family, to have this family-owned business?
So it's been really great because running a retail business, especially in the baby food industry, it's really difficult because I feel like we have the burden and the responsibility of nurturing the next generation. So it comes with a lot of different obligations and responsibilities for sure. And having a sister who not only knows your strengths, but also the weaknesses and who really knows all about you. So I don't have to, always tell her what to do. She's already out there covering for whatever it is that I need. It just means a lot. But it's been a really great support. And she is also taking a huge part in raising my two beautiful girls, Jua and Ina. And I really appreciate that as well, that we are getting to know each other at both personal, but also at a professional level.
Now, tell us about your baby food line. How can people get your product? How can someone engage with your brand?
Yeah, so currently we're available on our website, risebari.com, and we're launching our Amazon storefront later this month in February, or I guess by the time this airs, it might already be available. And we're working really hard to get ourselves available on physical stores as well. So if you know anyone that, if you're want your local retailers to carry you, we're more than happy to make the effort to be there where you are.
And how do you guys think it tastes? Because sometimes when I would be feeding food to my baby, I'd also want to try it too, right? What is from the adult palate? Does it taste good? Like what are your consumers saying, or what are the babies saying about how it tastes?
Well, the babies that have tried our products so far, they absolutely love it, because I can actually show you, like, these are the new pouches that we're launching soon. One of them is called Korean bulgogi rice. The other one is called Japanese veggie curry. So it's a vegan flavor. They have a lot of flavors, as in, like, it's not just like a puree. It's got texture, but it's also got some seasoning in them, like the curry powders, and it's also got the soy sauce. So it's got the, how should I say? It's got a very diverse flavor profile, so babies actually love them so far.
I like that. It also helps them transition again, right, as they're getting older, to different cuisine, different flavors, different flavor palettes and things like that. That's exciting. Congratulations on having such a clever and wonderful, sustainable and good brand.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm really happy for you. What are your plans for the next 6 months or year? What are your plans for the future for your brand of BARI?
Yeah, so we're currently based in South Korea. So we started out our journey selling on more of the online channels, but we want to be more available and visible to more customers so they can love and enjoy our products more widely. So with that, we're working our way to make our products more available on more doors in retail stores, and participate in trade shows in the US as well, such as the one in Denver, perhaps the fancy summer food show in New York, so that we can get ourselves once again more visible and available to more people.
Lovely. Subin and Suahn, thank you for joining us, and please keep in touch with us on your journey, because we love having brands like yourselves. We love watching them escalate and just kind of grow globally. So I sincerely thank you for putting your trust in me to tell your story, and it's a beautiful one. And as sisters, I just hope that you continue to be the best of friends and that you enjoy each other's company. It's always great to have a sister, right? So thank you guys for joining us.
No one's got your back like your family. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Be well. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
There you go. BARI, baby food with these wonderful, fun flavors. Sometimes we just need to, if we have an idea, just take those steps. Surround yourself with other good people that have that same vision and bring it forth. I'm Donna Drake, and thanks for watching.
This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys!
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.